Hi everyone, this is Tulika from Edoxa Transforming Schools, and today I'm here to talk about a framework that I have developed over my 16 years of experience in the field of education. And this framework is about observing the teaching learning process in a classroom. So the framework is called as Teaching Learning Observation, a growth centered framework. So what is this framework? So this framework is basically to observe a teaching learning process in a classroom. So what does it mean is, when a teacher is teaching in the classroom, it's not just the teaching taking place but also the learning. So this framework helps an observer, principal or leader or admin to observe the classroom where the teaching learning takes place. And this framework is completely growth centered. That means it's not to judge a teacher on his teaching or a student on his learning. It's all growth centered. So where we help, this framework will help teacher to grow their areas of improvement, but also to keep polishing their strength. And how does it work? So there are 4 domains: planning, teaching, conducive learning environment, and maintaining professional responsibilities. So the observation is done on these 4 domains. How is the planning being done, how the teaching goes on, or how the planning is being implemented in the classroom, whether the environment was conducive for learning, and at the end whether the teacher is maintaining all the professional responsibilities. And then there are 3 phases. The first phase is the planning phase, second phase is the observation, and third phase is the reflection. So in the planning phase, the observer and the teacher sit together. The teacher briefs about the lesson plan, how the class is going to look like, what are the activities she will be conducting, or what are the areas that she had mentioned as areas of improvement, or if there is any specific student she's going to have a different strategy for, like special ed kid, dyslexic or ADHD or gifted kid. And so all those things are taken care of during the planning period. So it's more about teacher talking everything about the lesson, how it's going to look like and sound like. The second phase is the observation, where actual teaching takes place. The observer could be principal, could be peer teacher, could be a leader, boss, anyone from the admin, or from outside. The teacher is being observed while teaching. So the observer is basically looking at the strengths of the teacher, the strength of the classroom, and what are some of the areas that teacher can do better, and what are the areas that teacher is perfect and she or he needs to keep polishing. The last phase is the reflection phase, where again the teacher and the observer sit together for maybe 20 to 30 minutes, where they talk about what went well, what could have been better done using different techniques or strategies. It's all about reflecting that how the lesson was planned and how it was implemented, and also sharing the student evidence on their learning. So there are so many elements. Each phase has certain elements. Now, why is this framework? A lot of times we have seen that when a leader or principal walks into the classroom, the teachers are freaking out because they are, the mentality is like they always think like, oh my gosh, I need to do everything perfect. But it's not like that. We all are human beings. We work towards perfection, but nobody is perfect. So this framework, that's why this framework is growth centered. It will help the observer to see the good first, see the strength of the classroom, whether it's teacher or student, and then help the teacher grow in the areas of improvement. So it's all about growing teacher. It's all about helping teacher. Also when this observation takes place, the teacher gets individualized help. So for example, if the school is conducting a PD on lesson planning, and there are a group of teachers who doesn't need help with planning because they are already experts. So maybe they don't need to attend those trainings, and they may be given a separate training on their individual needs based on the observation. So it's all about growth of the teacher, and because if teachers grow, students grow, and eventually the school grows. So if you want to implement this framework in your school, or if you are interested, or if you want to know more about it, you can comment in this video or in the comment section, or you can directly email me or direct message me on LinkedIn or Facebook or my Instagram account. So feel free to ask any questions. Till then, bye-bye, stay safe, stay healthy.